brand new film that just hit theaters. This comes from director Darren Aronofsky and is based off of the book by Charlie Hudson, who also serves as the sole screenwriter for this film. Austin Butler stars in a leading role as Hank Thompson, an ex-baseball up-and-coming superstar who, due to some freak injuries, is now living in New York by himself at a bar, also with his girlfriend, who is played by Zoe Kravitz. But one day, his next door neighbor, who's played by Matt Smith, who's Russ, says to take care of his cat while he goes to London to take care of his father. But honestly, that is not what actually happens. A bunch of underbellies of crime in New York come and are looking for Russ and a particular key that Russ left with Hank. Also in the movie is a detective who's played by Regina King. You also have a group of Israelis who are played by Liev Schreiber and Vincent D'Onofrio. And then Bad Bunny is also in the movie as a Colombian drug lord as well. The film is an hour and 47 minutes and is rated R. Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new movie review here at Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Eric. We're talking Caught Stealing. So if you're new to the channel, guys, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I do out-of-theater reactions, movie franchise rankings, box office breakdown shows, as well as my usual movie and TV show reviews. So please consider subscribing and ringing the bell. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on Caught Stealing? Did you like this movie? Do you not like this movie? Where is this ranked for you in Aronofsky's filmography? Love to hear your thoughts down below. And also, guys, please hit that thumbs up button. So I was honestly not excited for this movie. The only thing that got me excited for this movie was the ensemble. I did not like the trailers, and I have never been a big Darren Aronofsky fan. And so it would take a lot for me to get excited about one of his movies. I like the cast a lot here, but the trailers were not working for me. So I honestly did not have that high of expectations going in. Didn't really see anyone's reviews or anything like that as usual. So I came in as blind as I could coming in. And I will say, while I think this film was better than I was expecting based off the trailers and my skepticism with Aronofsky behind the camera, this is still not for me a great movie. I think this film was honestly overall okay. And I think when you have an ensemble like this and the talent behind the camera like Aronofsky, I still am somewhat disappointed by this movie, even though I had the low bar that I was still setting for the film. So it's a weird film which it exceeded my expectations, but didn't like wow me at all. I guess is the right way to put it. I still think the best part of this movie, guys, is this ensemble here. Austin Butler is clearly a leading man. I've seen him in everything basically that he's been in over the last 5 years. He is such a talented actor who has a lot of range. And this is a very different type of role for him because this is more like a crime comedy movie than a downright serious film, and which he's been doing a lot lately. So it's a really breath of fresh air performance for him. He's very good in the movie. The movie is really on his shoulders. The rest of the ensemble are not in the movie that much, and I was actually shocked by a couple of the actors who are not in the movie that much. But Butler himself is very good here. Zoe Kravitz is also excellent here. She's an actress that I still believe is still underrated. I think she's a terrific actress. I think it's going to take maybe a big, you know, performance or movie to really for people to understand that she's honestly one of the more under the radar actresses working in Hollywood today. Her and Butler do have really good chemistry. Regina King is always good. I thought Liev Schreiber and Vincent D'Onofrio had very good chemistry, as well as the Hebrews who were involved in this. And then Matt Smith's clearly having a lot of fun. Now, he's not in the movie as much as I think the movie needed him in the movie because the whole thing is revolving around stuff with his character that's going wrong, but he's not really in the movie that much. But when he's in the movie, Matt Smith is a lot of fun to be had here. Also, I thought the film was paced very well. It's a movie that's an hour, just over an hour 40, and it's paced very well. It has a good energy to it. There was never a time where I was like distracted or, looking at the clock the whole time, but I thought it was a very well-paced movie. But for me, what comes down to it is this very underwhelming story, in my opinion. The first act, I was like, this is actually a really good idea for a movie. You have this couple, you have Hank's arc, which is a very interesting one at the beginning of the movie. But once kind of the crimes start happening and he comes from a bartender into this world, this movie becomes, in my opinion, a very convoluted mess of a script where this movie does take place in the late 90s, but not only does this not elevate the movie whatsoever, it's honestly one of the movie's biggest crutches because so much of this movie where there's crimes going on takes place in broad daylight where basically anyone can basically see what's going on. But because it's like the 90s and the technology isn't where it is now, the movie uses so many excuses to get Hank out of danger and all these characters really out of the limelight for so much of the movie. It honestly annoyed me as more big things were happening in broad daylight. No one would report things. There was no news things that this with anyone, involved. It just didn't make any sense because if the movie took place today, everyone would have their phones out recording all of these actions. But the movie takes place in the 90s. That's not what was happening. I think they used it more as a crutch for the plot than actually elevating the movie. As I said, there are really supposed to be some important side characters in this movie, especially Zoe Kravitz and Matt Smith, but they're both just not in the movie that much. And they are essential, not just from a story perspective, should be more essential for the film, but also for Hank's character. He's supposed to have somewhat of a close relationship with his next door neighbor. You never really feel that vibe that much. And you want to explore more of Zoe Kravitz's character, but she just feels like the main character's girlfriend. Other than her being like a paramedic, there is literally nothing to her character other than just making sure her boyfriend is okay. And I think she, as an actress, is way above that. And I would have liked a lot more out of that character. So overall, guys, this is a movie that you could have some fun with. It's a fine enough time. Like, I don't think it's average. It's a very well-made movie from Aronofsky. It has some really fun performances, a great ensemble, and the movie is moving at a quick enough pace where you'll never be totally bored watching it. But I just found myself really underwhelmed by the story, and I felt when it went to the emotional parts, it fell flat. And the movie, as it keeps going, it becomes more convoluted. And I feel like the movie was kind of running out of ideas. So overall, I'm giving Caught Stealing a 3 out of 5 stars, guys. I am going 57% for Caught Stealing. What are your thoughts on this movie, guys? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.